good morning from Arizona. My name's Bill Southern and you're watching Nugget Shooter Journals. Today we're at the end of summer for us. It's around the 15th or so of September. Just starting to cool off to where I kind of wish I would have wore a long sleeve shirt right now here this morning because the air's getting cool enough. It's beautiful out. And there's the old sun. It hadn't been up long. And I'm up in our Yamaha Rhino. I've had this one a long time. But we're up pretty high here. And over in the distance there, one with a little tip on it, that's red Picacho. That's in the San Domingo district where you see me hunt quite often. And down below we got a ranch. And Morristown is right over there underneath where the sun is. And you can see some clouds over there. Yep. Look at all this view. I mean, here in Arizona, it's you can look for 100 miles in any direction you get up high enough. Yeah, over here we got Vulture Peak. And my friends, there's gold all around us in here. And this is all public land back in here. That's the nice thing about living in the great Southwest is we've got a lot of public land. And you can kind of see a sign sticking up right there at the fork in the road. And those are BLM markers from the government. And they got road numbers on them. So you know where you are and you don't get lost. Getting lost out here is not a good idea. We're actually up here on top of an old mine dump. And you can see where they're working down here too. And this was a bimetal mine. They were digging gold, silver, lead, whatever they got into down in here. And there's a lot of these type of mines all through this area. You got to be careful. You fall in one of those things and you may not get back out. And that's not good. And I'm just kind of out today looking around and making sure the roads are all still good and getting ready to start getting out a little more back into the deeper parts of the desert in here where we have been avoiding through the heat, because you get caught back in here during the heat and can't get out, and that can be a real bad thing. Yes, it can. So I'm going to hop on the buggy here and we're going to get down off this hill and go for a little drive around and have a look at this mine maybe a little better. I'm not actually dressed for any metal detector and stuff. I'm out here in flip-flops and shorts. So I have a pair of boots in the buggy if I need them. But anyway, I just thought I'd come up here on the hill and show you the view. My friends, it's a beautiful state. Beautiful state here. And there's places to hunt nuggets all through this area. Like I said, it's public land, so if it's not under claim, you're more than welcome to come out here and look for gold or silver or whatever you figure you got a hankering to find. So let's get back in the buggy and we're going to go for a little cruise. We're going to take off into the mountains, maybe down in here a little bit and see what we can't see. Right over the hill down there, there's a little spot that off the side of this mine where there's some really nice lead oxides and malachite and azurite and some other cool minerals. I'm going to see if we can get in there and have a little look around this morning. Anyway, let's get going. Well, the little spot I was going to dig and show you some of the minerals over here. Well, somebody's got a claim on it now. There's a claim marker down there in the trees, and well, that pretty much means I have no business over there poking around. Now, on a gold claim, you can use the area for camping or hunting or whatever else you can legally do on Arizona's public lands, but you cannot take minerals of any kind off these areas that have been claimed. That's the law. And if a fellow goes through all the trouble to claim it, he's not going to be happy if he catches you there. That's not good either. And so what I'm going to do here for a little while is something I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to go ahead and hook this camera up to the front of the buggy, and we're just going to take a nice cruise around the desert for a few minutes here. And I've seen what I need to see road-wise out here. Everything's wide open and ready to go, and I think tomorrow I'm going to come out and do a little gold hunting. But for right now, we're just going to go for a cruise. Alrighty, here we go. Hold on. This is pretty typical of the desert around Morristown here. You can see we got a lot of the swirl cactus and just beautiful country. But boy, it's merciless out here during the summer months. You don't want to get caught out here without water, my friends. Right now I've got somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 or 8 bottles of water with me, just in case. So anyway, I don't want to stretch this out too long through just kind of, like I said, I'm just kind of out here having a look around before I go back home and get some stuff done around the house. It's getting nice enough outside to get the yard squared away and get ready to do some barbecuing and some smoking on the smoker. Oh boy, I can't wait. So anyway, I'm going to get this thing turned around and we're going to take a cruise back down to the river and head on back to the house. And I just kind of wanted to show you some of the areas that we hunt out here. You can see roads and stuff, trails all through out here. And Arizona is real good about having places for you to go and ride your four-wheelers and your dirt bikes and stuff like that. A lot of open land, just public land where you can go out and pretty much do what you want to do out here, as long as you clean up your mess and don't act like the fool. And it's just gorgeous. So I'm going to get this thing squared back around, and we're going to head back up over the hill and head back home. And I got a lot going on this year, and a couple new detectors are coming out we might get a chance to play with this year. And of course I'll be out with the GPZ or GPX 6000 and GPC 7000 a little bit, hunting for some nuggets. And we've got another buggy. It's a quad, actually. It'll fit in the back of the truck, which is going to change things. We're going to be able to get out in some of the more remote areas and be able to get around a lot better than we have been able to the last year or so. So should be an exciting year for us. Hey, and for you too. Anyway, let me get turned around. We'll get this thing turned back on. And alrighty, here we go. Haseyampa River. And it's dry most of the year, but boy, when it flows during heavy monsoon rain or winter rains, that's quite the force to be reckoned with. You don't want to get in it. Now, it looks dry on top, but it flows underground almost all year. And Haseyampa has something to do with River of Lies or Upside Down River in Indian or something like that. Not quite sure, but it's a pretty amazing river. You dig down in there about 20 feet or more and you're going to hit water. There's a lot of gold in that there river bottom, but they just can't get to it. Well, we're going to do just like the sign says here after we pass through. And I'm going to head back to the house. Like I said, I got a lot to get done. It's cooling off a little bit, so we got the yard to clean up and get ready for winter and all that good stuff. And winter's when we have a good time up here. We get about 7 months of beautiful weather where everybody else is freezing to death and getting rained on. So we paid our dues in the summer, though, I'll tell you what, my friends. For now, glad to have you along for the trip, and I'll be back with another video real soon. So you might want to subscribe so you don't miss anything. For now, my friends, Nugget Shooter out.